しょ。continue. よいしょ。
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Balkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat.
なんかこれ見た気がするんだけど、セーブできてなかったか。ひょっとして。
Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
17じゃないこれ。
Outer space. No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder, what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create?
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
なんか見た気がするな。
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Missile?
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission.
18.
Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Aruja, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Arusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Aruja's lead faction. But we can't use all our aircraft to attack. The transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home together.
ソシルじゃない。ソシルじゃなかったな。とそやそや資料用意したで。全くこの配信と関係ないけど今なんか3人ぐらい見てもらってて申し訳ないけど、とりあえず資料渡しとこう。誰だ。RPG モンスターワールド。モンスター、ああこれか。とりあえず大陸とかなんかお城の名前とかいろいろ考えてたけど適当にこれでいきますか。全然作戦見てなかった。全然作戦見てなかった。タクシー何するのか分かってない。ローストキングダウン、シラージ城、シラージ城パクっちゃう。設定増えた設定増えた。まあでも設定って言っても自由でいいと思うけどね。ちょっとボリュームでかい。これぐらいかな。自分都合の話。Watch Tower。Watch。
So, capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
Retake if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military.
自分も頑張れ。頑張んなくて無理はしなくていいので楽しく仕事じゃないの。二次創作的な感じで追ってもらったらいいんで、多分設定もそのうち変わっちゃうと思うんで、気分で。まあ気軽になんかそのゲームの材料になればいいかなぐらいに 頑張っちゃうの。まあね、頑張らんとできないっていうのもありますからな。RPG 的にどういう流れにするかやな。なんか最初の島にたどり着く前に魔王といきなり出会うっていうストーリーだったら、魔王のところに近づくのか、魔王から何らかの力を得るのか。サムが大丈夫。ストロイメソストロイHelp me。なんかいたぞ。あれ？メッソエースコンバットなんか本気でかっこいいと思ってる人はもうに怒られちゃうかな。大丈夫かな自分もちゃんとかっこいいと思ってるよ怒られなければ大丈夫だけどいいんだけど、ふざけてはないので一応頑張ってるんで怒られなければいいかな。大丈夫かな。いやでも味噌は美味しいのよ。お味噌ですよ。八丁味噌ですよ。八丁味噌文化。いやお城にか。そうか、お城って言っとったもん。そうか、ヨーロッパ風のお城がそこになんていうかいるという。テントあれ当たんなかった。よいしょ。どう。いやー怖い。あれ当たんない。いやぶつかった。あかん。ターゲットけ。もうちょっと高度上げよう。高度上げて。ダメだ。当たんない。車が飛んでるやつ。当たんない。いやち かんない。3なの。1はあったけど。後ろは後ろどこ？後ろに当てたい。いやいやいやいや、ちょ。で、もう一度待ってですね。後ろはちょい。よいしょ。よし。じゃあもう一回。はい、後ろの上がね、高度が高い。違ういいんだ。これで。なんか増えてきた。なんかおる。いや。あいつ。さてよ。ドーン。うわドーン。おお。当たんない。結構狙われてる。当たんないかな。どうした？ダメか。当たんないか。よいしょ。しぶといな。当たらんか。いや。たたい。なんだなんかノイズが謎のレールガン何が来るって言ってる。いや撃たれる。怖い。何を撃たれるの？レールガンって。こいつが積んどるのか。いややばいです。誰？あの老人か。謎の老人。やめて。レールガンで行ってくる。よいしょ。いけ。誰結構離れてる。なんかヒットはしたが熱っ。マスター X って何？スタイルです。危ね。焼かれる。溶かされる。 としたけど、あ、いた。あー、やばい。やばいです。やられそう。やられそう。どこ行ったんや。あー、落とされた。ダメだ。いやー、もう一回チャレンジ。距離を取ろう。スピードです。あ、いた。バット。いいよ、いいけど、ちょっと今受け取れない。いいんやけど受け取れない。ヒットはしたな。消えてんの。一人で戦ってるように見える。当たらん。何回も繰り返す。どうしたんだ。あぶ。あぶやぶ。ストールしてる。ミスってるけど。誰？どうした？また離れてる。いやー、間当てたのか命中したのかで仕留めたっぽいけど終わり。いやでもなんかありそう。3本目のパイロット。3本目のパイロット意味が。味噌の調味料が美味しいんですよ。甘辛くってかけて味噌をかけて味噌。勝利ですね。受け取っとこう。なんだ。RPG。買ってくれたら受け取る。
Luckily, the plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO-2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream.
Twitter の DM に載せときました。
Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
でもこっちのアカウントやな。リンクが送信されました。ダウンロード開始。ダウンロード中。ゲームが手に入るの？RPG バージョン 1.2 早いな。バージョン 1.2 新しいニックネームを獲得しました。よいしょ。次行きたいところだけど、の前にタイトル画面の BGM は自作なの？マジか。曲作った。作曲。ちょいと、すいません。席を外します。お手洗い。いつも。マジか。2日消えちゃった。マジか、すごいな。BGM 作ってた。曲作るの。
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory had been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone.
What?
Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters.
Oh.
They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and
視
raised.
聴者数多いね。4人見てくれてるんだけど。
Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts would not avail, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone. Including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it. And now, they too were paying the price.
多分3時間ぐらいこうなんていうか 退席画面をずっと3時間ぐらい流すとチャットだけは多少反応するけど飯食ってるとかこんな感じじゃないかなと思うんですよね。できたとしても
They are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
ラストはどうなるんだろうね。エースコンバットにちゃんと話もですけど。
She's right. It feels so far away.
ゲームとしては最後の最後で悪いことをしちゃうっていうところかなっていう。
She was focused on more pressing issues.
ああ、この人。
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However,
この人敵なの
there are
か
2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one.
ああ、そうか。そういうことか。この人たちはここで止めたことになるけど、どっかで生まれる可能性がある。
This place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them.
あれだな、結
First things
局。
first. Let's take this one out.
よくありすぎ。
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I
あれ
understand
もしたい、
now.
これもしたい、お金も
The
欲しい。
space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusia after all.
休息も楽しさも欲しい。
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space
Wait a minute,
elevator
hold on.
itself.
Goss.
No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder.
Yes?
I wonder which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
東大。東大。
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air to the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island. The 444 squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Tricker.
Guess we'll do what it says.
エースコンバットで何の話してんの
Looks like we're all
すみ
on
ま
the
せん
same
ね、見て
page.
もらってる方他に多
It's
分
time to end this war.
その話してて申し訳ない。
Time to fly,
アバターの話して
guys. Let's go get that arsenal bird.
全然作戦聞いてなかった撃ち落としゃいいんだろ、撃ち落としゃエレベーターだ。ミッション19です。あ、変えるかな。ちょっと待って。変えるでしょうか。エアクラフトフリーがお金はいくらですか今。お、100万あるじゃない。100万あるってことは、いいやつが手に入るんじゃない？これは、あれ？あ、いけるよ。いけるよ。いけるんだけど、まずはこの辺買ってかなかった。だよ。あれ？買ったんだっけ？買ってない。解放。書店さんがいたらこの米は1割かもわからんな。あと30分縛りしてるんで、30分見続けないとコメントできない仕様になってるんで。よっぽど自分のことが好きじゃない限りは、コメントできません。正直ね、馬の合う人っていうか仲良くできる人だったら別になんか0秒でもいいんやけど、あれなんよね、なんかノリでこうも登録しちゃう人は結局ダメなんだよね。その中には面白い人いるんだけどな、ダメなんだよな。難しいのよ。人を選ぶのは良くないと思うんだけど、 めっちゃ視聴者数多いよ。だって4人見とるもん。なんか、2人見てくれて。とりあえず、なんか、ありがとうございますは言っとかないとね。本当にこんなで申し訳ないです。ありがとうございます。どなたか存じませんが。スタートミッションで新型の飛行機をこれだっけ、多分これだ。ブラックウィンドウもう一回見に行こう。何を買ったのかは把握できてない。ブラックウィンドウ2 YF23 ブラックウィドウだと思うんだけど、ブラックウィドウ兵器がない。これだけか。そうね、一割もわからんやろなと思うけど、まあしょうがない。アバターの話も一応こう配信的には重要ではあるのよ。全く触れてもらえないんやけどね、今まで。キャラクターに触れてきてくれた人ってほとんどいないんよね。寂しいことに。外見だけなんよ。中身興味ないのよ。別にいいんだけど。そんなもん。メインのチャンネルの方ならマルチゲーム系の配信もします。宣伝してくれてる。サブチャンネル。サブチャンネル笑える。最高のモデレーターやな。案内してくれと。ありがとうございます。これもアンノーンなんだ。あれは味方なんだ。
That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Why
They
is the
see you.
squad well? Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
移動力はいいと思う。
Regardless of your country. This is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison. Roger. Right.
当たらん。で機動力いいわ。全然機動力違うわ。メソ。危ない。余裕で受けれそう。当たんないかな。ターゲットはいないの？ターゲット。パワーは軌道エレベーターとりあえず後か。ちょ。あんだけ攻めといて敵多すぎなんだよな、このゲームって。面白いんだよ。昔からそうやけど。あかん。2と追うものは当たんねえや。最後の最後のドッグファイトなかなかおつなもんです。いや見つかった。撃たれた。しまったな。あれそう何やろう。あれよし、デストロイ。あいつ狙いたい。 ほい。カモン。あ、落ちます。了解でございます。ありがとうございました。後でリンクを。ゲーム集中しましょう。なんだけどなんか雑魚的な。はい。もうでわからん。ちょっと遠いとこよっかきちゃった。時間がちょっと短くない？やばくない？直さなかった。失敗しそう。はい。一撃だ。これかなり。あ、何？ああ、危ねえ。
We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, it'll give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
あれ。
Missile launch from the arsenal bird. Shit, airburst type. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
Yeah. あれ、よし。エレベーターいつぶっかす？時間ない。間に合わないかも。そう。気が多い。ヘリオス発射。ここか。やめて。で。おお。あ
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrive.
あーちょあーやばいちょっと待ってアウト大丈夫かダメだったもう一回行こう行きましょう
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority.
最初からか
There are Erusian aircraft in the coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just
もう集
confirmed.
中していきましょうちゃんと
Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them. That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison. Roger.
Roger, don't be speaking on an open channel. The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. We're in the coalition as well.
This is Skull Squadron and Rifle Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Broadcaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is C2. The public of Boston are also moving to rendezvous. So they want squadron, though. This is Mr. X's crew. Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden. Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are in weird formations. They have manned aircraft, UAVs, and flight mode. All this just to keep the war going.
当たらん
Enemy on your six! Locked on.
How did we become part of this experiment?
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important who I... no, who we are. First, our goals. Destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
Breaking! Locked on bandit.
Pick up the gun. Pulling the trigger is on halfway to the future.
They have a lock on me.
Cyclops 1. Box 2.
Fire at will!
Are the friendly Erusians rebels or what?
They're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Rush up on Convent's lair. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We jacked up signal in order to reach out to you.
Elevator 3, locked on. How many more do we need to take out?
Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually.
Enemy on your rear. Go around. Enemy has a lock.
Traeger, enemy has a lock on you.
Box 2. Go fast and straight.
Spider 1, watch your tail. Minutes remaining.
With the communications infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
Admiral, it's safe over here. We're taking away all the guns.
Yes. Let's open up the exits. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid?
All right, understood.
Oh.
Fox 3.
当たんないか あー、当たんない。当たんない。あれ？見えない。あーっとミス。ミサイルゼロです。
Warning. Missiles launched from the arsenal bird.
来た。
Projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area.
おー、やばい。
10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
一緒に当たったんだ。
Proceed with caution.
実は
We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette!
あれ
What's wrong with you?
当たってんだよ。よし。
Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out.
来い来い。
No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
Missile launch from the arsenal bird. Shit, airburst tight.
あ、来た。
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
おー、当たる当たる。
On top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator is falling. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
誰？
Oh, I get it.
あ
What a party.
ー、ダメか。
I'm gonna do it myself.
しょ、いけ。あれ？
Dumbass.
しきった。あー、当たらんか。あー、無理だな。うわー、
5 seconds. 3, 2. Impact now. That. It's all over. Helios arriving in 10 seconds.
はい。
5 seconds to arrival. 2. Inbound.
I'm going down!
いえ、誰？
Why didn't that hit?
3 seconds remaining.
Hit him from behind and take him down.
あー、ちょっと早かったかな。
Missile launched.
いえ、
The monster bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal.
どうなんの？
Inform the coalition units. We're nearing
ゼロ。
zero hour. 10 seconds until the united attack on the arsenal
一
bird.
斉攻撃。あ
Incoming. 5, 4. Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire.
ー、一斉攻撃。
All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target.
目標に到達せず。お
Longcaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple clips on my scope. Here they
こ
come.
いつだ。
That's something.
Hey,
どうやって
look
狙
at
え
the
る？
arsenal bird.
あ、何これ、なこれ、なこれ。レーザー。
We can't train it. Evacuate. The action zone heavily damaged by laser weapons. We're to capture aircraft control and mounting. Signal blast. Deploy lifeboats.
HQ, we have a problem. The damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That's some pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see that coming. The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. You'll slow the arsenal bird.
おお。
Capture bound. Box 2.
レーザーで焼いてる。
It's readying its APS. All aircraft, break off from the arsenal bird.
離れろ。ああ、危ないもん。謎の。謎攻撃。
Open out the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Head to the top of the windbreak. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself?
攻撃できない
Never
け
did
ど。
it on with those frills.
あ、できない。そう。
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard. Seriously. No good. The engine control room is gone. The opposite tower. Rearm here and CIC. Nothing phases this.
どうした？
Where are we supposed to hit it?
だって別にそこつければ。
All aircraft. No longer commence with the second
またか。
saturation attack.
また。
All aircraft. Separately engage in direct attacks.
時間が結構かかりそうだ。
Easy to take down the arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
が立て立てがある
See what we can do. You're just thinking about it now?
と思って。
Cover any friendlies that's hit.
Box 2.
Catch him now. This. The brig is ready to me.
It's readying its APS.
また。またやる。
Damn it. I think we should damage. One aircraft hit. No, two.
すげえ数の機体な。
I can see a light bulb shaped thing, but it isn't lit up.
That's it. That's the location marker. You have it from there, right?
Got it.
Something we can do. Just evading like this will get us all killed.
Strider 1, enemy behind you.
あ、またか。そう。
When's that shield gonna lose power? Never. Elevator's continuously supplying you with power.
Then what should we do?
Calm down. I'll do something.
What are you gonna do? That? Smash it. Smash all 6 of them faster. It'll lose power.
そう。
Damn shield. Just go away.
イエロー。
Be gone. Disappear.
On cuckoo count.
Away with you.
カウント。おバリアが効いていく。こいつは
Just what kind of magic did you work there, you asshole?
ただ叩いただけ。
Magic. It's a scam. Now's our chance. Do it, Trigger.
You're right. It switched to the backup power supply. That means the main supply's been cut off.
Both main propellers have been stalled.
UAVs are dropping altitude fast.
パルスレーズ。
The drones are acting crazy. Have you seen this? The drones are falling one after another. They completely lost control.
Really think you can be a human pilot?
Sub-propellant confirmed destroyed.
邪魔ない。邪魔だ。よし。14サブプロペラ。
Strider 1 has destroyed a sub-propeller. You can do it. There's no way it isn't damaged.
We can't give up. I'll let the Strider 1.
数が多いんだ。あれまた来てそう狙いに行くか。サブプロペラ。あれ終了しちゃった。やっちゃった。終わっちゃった。以上。まあなんかでもエレベーターがある。移動エレベーターがある。あ、でもまだ飛んでんのか。サブプロペラやってもまだ飛んでるんですよ。メインプロペラ。
Yeah, but our guy's more than just an experienced pilot. Trigger, let's do this.
ミッションアップデート。なんか来た。なんか出てきた。無人機。無人機の様子が。あれよいしょ。メインプロペラまだあるんだ。違う。しょうがない。まだある。ジョイント。あ、ちょやってスポイント。パルスレイズ。 ここあんだよ。こんだけ部品があんだ。そう。
One docking module destroyed.
Great work!
Strider 1, I knew you could do it. Move on and destroy the rest. Target locked. Acknowledged it.
エアレーザーどこ？手前か。前から。
Don't let yourself be distracted. Just focus on what you need to do. Enemy on your back.
離れて前から。
I have a solid lock. Let me slide in on that tail. There's a hit on the laser cannon. Trigger's hammering it.
ミスか。下か。
In gun range.
下か。下。
Fox 2.
あ、ミスだ。ここだ。
I can't shake him.
よいしょ。
I've got you.
レーザーか。でけえレーザ
Locked
ー。
on bandit.
レーザーってなってる。でかいんだ。よし、壊した。
Confirmed destroyed. That eliminates one major threat.
レーザーキャノン。
That thing almost cooked my tail.
フック。
Gotcha, pal.
吸ってる。
Enemy on your
わか
back.
んない。なんで当たんの？わからん。上からか。わからん。
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Strider 1, target acquired.
そう。ミスだ。
Strider 1, missile launched.
下からか。
Target locked.
I'm on my target's tail.
下から。よいしょ。ああ、下だ。
Docking module destroyed. One
同
left.
心。
Nicely done. This'll be a good story to tell my son.
クソめんどくさい。
Enemy on your back. Behind you, Sentry. Even my canopy's icing up. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Locked on. I got lured into the clouds.
よいしょ。よいしょ。ミス。だな。当てづらい。
Strider 3 launching missile.
せえな。よいしょ。よいしょ。いけ。ああ、じゃあ当たった。
All targets have been destroyed. The supply unit is ready to fall off.
すべて破壊した本当に。まだなんか残ってる。
You should be able to see the rectangle where the supply unit was. Destroy that, and even the mighty arsenal bird is sure to feel it.
APS ユニット。
Leave it to trigger.
Don't let us down, Strider 1. Clear a path for Strider 1.
Leave the big fish to trigger. Take down UAVs.
あーなんか撃たれてる。まだある。あーなんかある。
Enter the clouds.
I'm on my target's tail.
見えないって。
Target locked.
見ないっつうの。APS ユニット。
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
あ、すげえ。
Missile away.
す
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
下からだ。惜しいな。
Base unit confirmed destroyed.
し、破壊。
Broadcaster. Oh my god. The arsenal bird is on fire.
完了です。
Break off.
あ、きつい。
Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Arsenal bird is down.
Longcaster, can you estimate the point of impact? Don't worry. Looks like it'll be open water. All aircraft, avoid the target's path. That's the last of the rooms. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
落ちる。
Everyone, can you see this?
おお。
These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
さあ、どうなるかまた次回ですかね。
We can hold them off until support arrives. Our unit surrendered. You guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down. Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll pair
ああ、
them
ここからパラシュート。
What?
でかいな、これすごいな。この建物。
Are those the drones we saw at that factory?
ああ、なんか飛んできた。
See you on the ground. No, wait!
Enemy on my 6. Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something.
Strider 2, missile inbound.
で、どうなんだ。
What?
This isn't the time for that.
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Strider 2, you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer though.
There's an Ocean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
以上以上かな。で、次。
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now.
で、次ですね。次はラストかな。まだあるの。というところで、今日のこれは終了な感じですかね。また今度にしようかなと。ドロッピング・ザ・バード。手に入った。ブーストミッションなんだけど。この辺で終了か。
Trigger, everyone, listen up. The operation was a success. Erosion defense forces have been neutralized, and all Arsenal birds are down.
またしましょ
However,
う。
those two new drones buzzing around have royally screwed up our plans. The Ocean and Erusian coalition's air forces